Okay, so as you see, we have another guest. What do you think, Naruto?
No. You're in my bed, Meow.
Let him speak!
No.
Oh wow, he loves you. It's like holding your hand and everything.
It's my kitty. Oh, sorry.
Gay kitty love.
There, better.
Is there anything more beautiful? Okay, so this is, God, they're so right. Like, cats do not have owners. It's like the cat owns the people.
Yeah.
It's like, even I'm like, well, I don't want to move them. Just let them stay there. Okay, so this is The Monster. And this is another LSP episode. I always want to say LSD every time I say that. But it's not even like another LSP. This is the first one where she's sort of like the main focus, really. And it's an episode where she ran away, and this monster apparently is in this town, and big shock, it's her. And they try to force her to apologize to the villagers because they're like, oh, come on, you gotta do this and not steal food and stuff. And she tries to, she really sucks at it. What was the line? It was really funny. It was, she's eating while she's apologizing, kill her! So I thought that was a really funny line. And then she realizes she's being a jerk, like, for real, and then, like, really apologizes, and Finn and Jake, as they say at the end, which is also really funny. Like, yeah, we didn't do that much. It ends, which I thought that was a really funny line to end on. But, Jory, you like LSP too. Well, what did you think of this episode?
You know...
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I know what you're gonna say.
It's kind of like I actually really loved LSP when I didn't see so much of her.
Yeah, she's better in small doses.
Yeah, her charm is, for me, what made her so charming for me was nothing other than that ridiculous voice. And, you know, that kind of goofy, oh my god, I'm a princess, whatever, Melissa. And it's funny, but for an entire episode almost of that,
Yeah, it sort of
okay.
used to. Yeah, it used to be like when she would show up, you feel like, yes, there she is. And as soon as she opens her mouth, you'd start laughing.
Mm-hmm.
And I realize, I realize this when I do an impression too, is that the longer you do an impression, the longer you do a voice, the more it'll sort of wear off, and the more you have to hear it, the more you'll hear sort of like the person's real voice. And I think with LSP, the more you hear it, the more sort of the emphasis on, oh my god, I can't believe it,
Yeah.
you know, and this one she's talking a little bit more like this, and has to have a little bit more of a personality going on, and stuff, and you lose the comedy of it, and I think you're right, there's not really much of a character to her, outside of that brattiness, and that brattiness cannot last a full episode, even if it is just 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And, yeah, it's not god-awful or anything, but I was sort of finding myself kind of, yeah, okay, is she back yet? Is this sort of wrapping up here? I liked it when she was making up the voices of the wolves. I thought that was really funny, and they're clearly just wolves, and I also like that the way she's exiled most likely is just because she was making loud sounds. Like, it's not even like whatever, Melissa was cheating behind his back,
Jessica.
or Jessica and stuff.
I don't like Tony.
Yeah, that probably has nothing to do with it. It's probably the fact she made this loud sound and they were threatening.
That was
Whenever
actually...
she snacked one of them, and that's when they attacked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, they're sort of growling at her too after she made that loud sound. But yeah, it's just, it has nothing to do with what she thought it was.
that was probably, to me, my favorite part of the entire episode, was just that whole... She's coming up with this drama. Clearly, it's just wolves being wolves. And it's like, oh my god, she's cheating on Tony. Should I tell her? You know, and it was funny, but again, it was a small little burst. And LSP is funny in small little doses.
Yeah, kind of like Naruto. That's why we don't have Naruto on every episode, because...
He's lazy. He's lumpy too, see? He's very, very lumpy.
He's lumpy and
Why
he
do you
takes up
think
a
he
lot of
likes
space.
me?
No, you lumpy. Oh my god.
'Cause,
I'm
see?
so lumpy.
I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry.
Okay, anywho, Jason, you hate LSP, so...
I wouldn't say I hate her, but I definitely dislike her. She's annoying, she's obnoxious, and I know that's what the character is supposed to be, and they definitely succeed, but, like, it seems like as the series is going along, she's becoming more prominent, and instead of popping up for, like a tiny line here, tiny line there. They're giving her like 10 lines, then 15 lines, and then now she has her own frickin' episode, and it's like,
I wonder now is because you've seen ahead. Do they give her more episodes, or is this kind of the like ones dedicated to her, or is this kind of the only one?
from what I remember offhand, is this the only one? I think they give her one more, but that's it. I don't remember, honestly.
They don't do many more with her as the star, and I think
I don't remember
if
they do or not, to be honest.
Well, I heard on one of the commentaries for like The Simpsons, they're talking about an episode where Otto was like the main focus, and they realized that it was a huge mistake. Even though it's like I remember the episode being okay, but they said like they just had a lot of fans were already like, we love Otto. The kids really liked Otto. Give more Otto, and they gave him an episode. And they're just like, no, this is a character that's only funny for a line or two.
Yeah, and that's my feel for LSP is, I mean, she'll come on and it'll be a funny line here or there, but then it'll be kind of like, oh, she's on here for too long. Please leave. Just go away.
Yeah, and well, I mean, for me, it was always like the right amount of time, you know, because you just have her do a little line, and it's funny, and it's the delivery and the pauses, and you can get away with it in short bits because it's only for a line, so you can have those pauses, and you can have it be really over the top, but yet you can't sustain that throughout a whole episode.
Yeah.
So in this one, it seemed like the impression was played down a little bit more for the quote-unquote emotional moments, you know, where she has to learn something. But yeah, it just was not. It just was not working for me. It's not like god awful. There's still funny stuff in it, but it's definitely one of those things where it's you kind of know deep down she. Again, sort of like the Marceline Finn thing that they probably, like, they shouldn't go this route, but you're kind of thinking, oh, wouldn't it be cool? Come on, try it. And then we see it, it's like, man, damn it. It's like, I should have trusted my gut.
In this situation, I'm completely on the Ice King's level. Remember when in Hitman, the one I was not here for,
But you were grounded.
You were.
he talks about, how about we just change who you kill? How about one of the princesses I don't like Lumpy Space Princess? You
I
know,
was offended at that one, too.
Even the Ice King does not like LSP. I mean, think about it.
He's not that bad.
Even Finn and Jake don't like LSP. Way back when with the businessmen. Oh, LSP's in trouble. I can't handle LSP today. Just let the businessmen do it.
I mean, that again, that was part of the fun, is that she was so difficult, but it's like, again, just those small doses.
Yeah.
The idea of, like, actually, that sort of put perfect in. It's like, I can't handle her today. Nobody can handle her, like, in a large amount.
Oh,
So
yeah.
the idea that we get a lot of her in this episode is sort of like, yeah, I'm kind of not feeling this. So, yeah, so not that great one, but it still got a few laughs. I mean, and I do like how at the very end, Jake's just like, yeah, we didn't do that much. I thought that was a very funny way to end it. So,
I just love the way that Lumpy Space Princess says crops. Because it always sounds like she's saying craps.
Yeah.
Why don't you eat your craps?
So, even the villagers were kind of boring.
Actually, that was one thing that kept throwing me off, is the consistent change in size. Like, I know that there were the kids and the adults, but when you see, like, Lumpy Space Princess first show up, they're tall, and then when they're chasing her, trying to kill her, they're short. Like, it was just, I don't know if it was just the way LSP was remembering it, or if they just didn't remember how tall or short they were.
You know, I'll say one other thing in this episode, because I keep forgetting to bring this up in other episodes. It starts off with just Finn and Jake, they're just sitting down, just like drinking something, and they're just making up a song, and they're just having fun with that, stuff like that. I love it when an episode starts off like that, because again, it creates more of this environment and this atmosphere that, even though of course it's total fiction and over the top, it's kind of believable it feels like a world you can live in, because that feels like something that kids do. And I know we used to, we just sort of sit around, we just sort of hum or make up songs or just whatever, because you have so much energy and you just constantly want to do stuff. Even when you're resting, you're kind of doing stuff as a kid.
Actually, we still do that.
There you go. That's even cooler.
We'll go for like an hour or two where we just like kind of sing to each other. Bree, what are you doing? Like, we're weird that way. So
that's cool.
Conversations.
Yeah, no, it's just one of those things where it's like, and it does create kind of more of a connection between them too. It just still seems to work. So, Yeah, so not one of the best, but at least it had them making up a song in the beginning. Naruto, closing thoughts.
No.
Don't you forget it.
Oh, that boring? I agree.
Big old yawn.
That was my baby.
He's hiding his face too.
I think
He's
sucking
camera
your...
shy.
My boobs are not that saggy. Jeez, man.
See?
He's looking at me like, no, they're pretty saggy.
Yeah.
It's okay, buddy.
Are your nipples his eyes?
No,
Why everyone asks that?